When you talk about reggae, you think of the legends, but there are voices you need to know, like Leroy Gibbons. He's a Jamaican artist whose music is pure lovers, rock smooth, soulful, and unforgettable. Leroy wasn't just another singer, he was a storyteller, singing about love and life with a voice that blended strength and sweetness. His songs could turn your day around, bringing elegance and a unique smoothness to reggae. In Jamaica, music is everywhere, so to stand out, you need something special. Leroy had it. He rose during the dancehall era but stayed true to classic reggae, making music for the heart, not just the dance floor. His tracks became the soundtrack for falling in love, for quiet moments, for life itself. Today, we're taking a journey through his story, where he came from, how he started, and the songs that made him a legend. Leroy Gibbons is one of those artists who added his own color to reggae's tapestry. His legacy lives in every note and every heart he touched, so sit back and let's celebrate the one and only Leroy Gibbons. This is a story worth telling. Get ready to discover a true gem of reggae. His music is more than sound, it's an experience, because some voices deserve to be heard, and his is one you won't forget. Let's begin. Every legend has a beginning. For Leroy Gibbons, that story starts in Point Hill, St. Catherine, Jamaica, where he was born into a close-knit family on September 18, 1950. His real name is Leroy Gibbon. His parents, hard-working and devoted, raised Leroy alongside his brothers and sisters, teaching them the value of faith, music, and community. Growing up in rural Jamaica in the 50s and 60s meant music was everywhere: church, community, and radio. Leroy's first stage was the church choir, where he learned harmony, melody, and how to move people with his voice. Even as a kid, people knew he had something special. At home, music was a family affair. His siblings often joined in, filling the house with song and laughter. That early training, both at home and in church, laid the foundation for his career. As he grew, Leroy soaked up American R&B and soul, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, blending those influences with ska, rocksteady, and reggae. He crafted a sound uniquely his own, mixing the best of both worlds. His journey wasn't instant. He sang in talent shows, local bands, and paid his dues. Word spread. There was a young man from Point Hill with an unforgettable voice. Eventually, he made his way to Kingston, the heart of Jamaican music, a country boy with big dreams ready to make his mark. The city was buzzing, and Leroy was about to shine. He brought his roots, his influences, and his ambition. The stage was set for something special. Leroy Gibbons was ready for the world, and the world was ready for him. But even as his star rose, family remained at the heart of Leroy's journey. He built a family of his own, his wife, children, and grandchildren, who became his greatest supporters and the next generation of his musical legacy. Through every triumph and challenge, Leroy's family stood by him, their love and music echoing through the years, proving that the roots of greatness always begin at home. What made Leroy Gibbons stand out? It was all in the delivery. His style was lover's rock, romantic, smooth, but with his own twist. Leroy's voice was silky, yet powerful, able to comfort and excite at once. He drew listeners in with gentle phrasing and knew how to let the music breathe. You could hear the soul and R&B influences in every note. He wasn't just singing reggae, he was singing soul with a reggae beat. Leroy was known for his reggae covers of R&B hits, but he always made them his own. He picked songs that fit his voice and style, connecting with fans of both genres. When he sang about heartbreak or love, you felt it. He was a true communicator, sharing real emotion and experience. His honesty and vulnerability made people connect deeply. Leroy's style was about more than sounding good. It was about being real. That's what set him apart. He brought class and authenticity to every track. In a crowded field, Leroy's unique blend of soul and reggae made him unforgettable. That's the magic of Leroy Gibbons, and it's why his music still resonates. Every artist has signature songs. For Leroy Gibbons, this magic moment was a game changer. Originally by the Drifters, Leroy's reggae version became an anthem, smooth, joyful, and impossible not to sing along to. Four Season Lover was another classic, an original that became a wedding and anniversary favorite. It showcased his sincerity and songwriting talent. His cover of Sam Cooke's Cupid was another standout. He slowed it down, added a reggae beat, and poured his heart into it. These songs weren't just hits. They were moments in time, the soundtrack for a generation of reggae lovers. Stir It Up, produced with King Jammy, brought a modern digital sound while keeping Leroy's soulful voice front and center. He showed he could adapt to new styles without losing his essence. Each track was more than a song. It was a memory, a feeling, a piece of reggae history. Leroy's music crossed borders and generations. His songs still fill dance floors and hearts today. That's the mark of a true artist. He created timeless music, and those songs still sound just as good now as they did then. That's Leroy Gibbons' legacy. In music, collaboration is everything. Leroy Gibbons worked with the best, especially King Jammy. Jammy's digital rhythms paired perfectly with Leroy's soulful vocals, creating hits like Four-Season Lover and This Magic Moment. Their partnership defined the sound of 80s reggae. Leroy also worked with Gussie Clarke, whose polished production brought out a sophisticated side of his singing. These collaborations showed Leroy's versatility and elevated his artistry. He shared the studio with legends like Tenor Saw and Admiral Bailey, holding his own among dancehall's biggest names. Even with different styles, Leroy's voice always stood out. He brought melody and heart to every track, proving a singer could shine in a DJ-dominated era. The creative energy in those studios was electric. Leroy thrived in that environment, always delivering something special. His collaborations helped shape the sound of modern reggae, and his influence is still felt in studios today. Albums are the chapters of an artist's story. For Leroy, Four-Season Lover and his self-titled album with King Jammy are essential. These records are packed with hits and showcase his incredible voice and consistency. Every track is a testament to his artistry and the digital reggae era. But Leroy wasn't just a studio star, he was a captivating live performer. He commanded the stage with his voice and presence, connecting with audiences on a personal level. Whether at massive festivals like Sting or Reggae Sunsplash, he always won the crowd. His performances were celebrations of love and music. The audience would sing along, swept up in the emotion of his songs. Seeing Leroy live was unforgettable, a reminder of his natural talent. He didn't need gimmicks, his voice did all the work. His shows were pure, heartfelt, and full of soul. That's the mark of a true performer. His legacy lives on in every live memory, and his albums remain reggae essentials. In the fast-changing world of 80s reggae, Leroy Gibbons stood out by staying true to his roots as a pure singer. While DJs dominated, Leroy brought romance and elegance to the dance hall. He sang about love, not just street life, providing balance in the music scene. He carried the torch of great Jamaican vocalists like Alton Ellis and Dennis Brown. Covering classic R&B songs, he bridged musical worlds and introduced timeless melodies to new audiences. Leroy's soulful voice made every cover feel fresh and authentically Jamaican. He wasn't just a cover artist. He was a master interpreter. What truly set him apart was his authenticity. Leroy never chased trends. He was comfortable in his own style. That sincerity shone through in every song. In a world of hype, Leroy was all about talent and heart. He proved that melodic, romantic reggae still had a place. His confidence and honesty made people believe every word. Leroy Gibbons was a different kind of sound, one reggae needed. His music endures because it's real, and that's why he's unforgettable. Leroy Gibbons' impact goes beyond hit records. He touched lives. His songs became the soundtrack to love stories, celebrations, and tough times. His voice had a healing quality, building deep connections with fans. He kept the tradition of the singer alive during the DJ era, inspiring artists like Sanchez and Buju Banton. Leroy helped keep lovers rock relevant, blending classic reggae and soul with modern production. His work with King Jammy's studio showed that digital rhythms could be melodic and beautiful. The sound they created defined 80s reggae and influenced countless artists. Today, you'll hear Leroy's music in reggae dances worldwide. His songs are timeless, never dated. That's the mark of a true artist. He gave fans music that became part of their lives. And he showed the world the power of a great voice and a great song. Leroy Gibbons' influence is still felt everywhere reggae is played. Leroy Gibbons' journey wasn't traveled alone. Throughout his career, he forged powerful partnerships with some of reggae's brightest stars. From the studio to the stage, Leroy's collaborative spirit elevated every project he touched. His work with legendary producers like King Jammy brought fresh energy to tracks like Cupid, blending his signature vocals with cutting-edge rhythms. But it didn't stop there. Sharing the mic with icons such as Frankie Paul and Admiral Bailey, Leroy created unforgettable duets that showcased the magic of musical chemistry. Tracks like This Magic Moment and Missing You became instant classics, not just because of Leroy's voice, but because of the synergy with his collaborators. These partnerships didn't just boost his career, they pushed reggae forward. By blending his style with others, Leroy helped shape the sound of an era. He proved that when artists come together, they can reach new heights and inspire generations. Leroy's collaborations are a testament to the unity and creativity at the heart of reggae music, leaving a legacy that continues to influence artists and fans around the world. Leroy Gibbons' impact on reggae music can't be told without exploring his albums, each one a chapter in the genre's evolving story. His breakout release, This Magic Moment, set the tone with its smooth vocals and catchy rhythms, instantly becoming a staple in reggae collections worldwide. The album not only delivered chart-topping singles, but it also introduced a new wave of lovers rock to the scene, inspiring countless artists to follow in his footsteps. Next came Four Season Lover, a record that solidified Leroy's place in reggae history. Tracks like Missing You and Cupid weren't just hits. They were anthems, echoing through dance halls and radio stations across Jamaica and beyond. The album's success was a testament to Leroy's ability to blend heartfelt lyrics with infectious melodies, earning him critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. But perhaps most notable was the way Leroy's albums brought people together. Stories abound of fans queuing for hours to get his latest release, and DJs spinning his tracks at sunrise sessions, turning every listen into a shared experience. His music wasn't just heard, it was felt, creating memories that still linger today. Leroy Gibbons' discography is more than a collection of songs. It's a living legacy, shaping the sound of reggae and influencing generations of musicians. Each album stands as a milestone, reminding us why Leroy Gibbons remains a cherished voice in the world of reggae. Leroy Gibbons' journey through reggae wasn't just marked by influential albums and unforgettable performances. It was also recognized with numerous awards and honors that celebrated his outstanding contributions to the genre. Throughout his career, Leroy was nominated for and received several prestigious accolades, both in Jamaica and internationally. His single, This Magic Moment, earned him the Reggae Song of the Year award, a testament to its enduring popularity and impact on the music scene. Beyond the charts, Leroy's artistry was honored with Lifetime Achievement Awards from respected institutions such as the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association and the Caribbean Music Awards. These recognitions highlighted not only his success as a performer, but also his role as a mentor and inspiration to younger artists entering the reggae world. In addition to formal awards, Leroy's music was often celebrated at reggae festivals worldwide, where he received standing ovations and special tributes from fellow musicians and fans alike. His induction into the Reggae Hall of Fame further cemented his legacy, acknowledging his influence in shaping the sound and soul of reggae music. These honors reflect more than just personal milestones. They stand as symbols of Leroy Gibbons' lasting imprint on reggae, his community, and the countless lives he touched through his music. Each award, each accolade is a reminder of the talent, dedication, and heart that made Leroy Gibbons a true legend in the world of reggae. While Leroy Gibbons' musical achievements are legendary, his life offstage also offers a fascinating glimpse into the rewards and realities of a career in reggae. Over the decades, Leroy's success translated into a comfortable net worth, estimated by industry insiders to be in the range of several $100,000 to over $1 million, a testament to his enduring popularity and wise business decisions. When it comes to homes, Leroy has always valued comfort and a sense of community. He is known to have owned a modest but elegant house in Kingston, Jamaica, nestled in a neighborhood beloved by musicians and artists. This home, often described as a gathering place for creative minds, featured a lush backyard where Leroy would host impromptu jam sessions and family cookouts. In later years, he also spent time living in a quiet suburban area outside Montego Bay, enjoying the tranquility away from the city's bustle. Leroy's taste in cars reflected his down-to-earth personality. While some stars opt for flashy rides, Leroy preferred practicality and style. He was often seen driving classic models like the Toyota Crown and the Nissan Laurel, cars that became iconic in Jamaica during the 1980s and 90s. On special occasions, he'd arrive at events in a vintage Mercedes-Benz, a nod to his appreciation for timeless elegance. One interesting fact, despite his success, Leroy was never one to flaunt his wealth. Friends recall that he once turned down a luxury endorsement deal, choosing instead to support local businesses and craftspeople. His lifestyle remained grounded, rooted in the values of generosity and humility. Through it all, Leroy Gibbons' approach to life mirrored his music, authentic, heartfelt, and always connected to the people around him. His story reminds us that true richness isn't just measured in assets, but in the impact we leave on our community and the joy we bring to others. While Leroy Gibbons is celebrated for his soulful voice and unforgettable reggae hits, his legacy extends far beyond the stage and recording studio. Throughout his career, Leroy has been deeply committed to giving back to the communities that shaped him. From the earliest days of his success, he has quietly supported local charities, schools, and youth programs in Jamaica, often visiting his hometown to speak with students, donate musical instruments, and fund educational initiatives. Leroy's passion for uplifting others is rooted in his own upbringing, remembering how even small acts of kindness made a world of difference. He has organized benefit concerts to raise funds for families in need, and regularly participates in food drives and holiday events, ensuring that no one in his community is left behind. Beyond financial support, Leroy is known for mentoring aspiring musicians, offering guidance and encouragement to the next generation of reggae artists. His charitable work doesn't stop at home. Internationally, Leroy has partnered with organizations focused on disaster relief and children's health, using his platform to bring attention and resources to important causes. Fans and fellow musicians alike praise his humility and generosity, noting that he often gives without seeking recognition. For Leroy Gibbons, true greatness is measured not just by musical achievements, but by the positive impact he leaves on people's lives. His philanthropy is a testament to his belief in unity, compassion, and the power of music to inspire change. Through every act of kindness, Leroy continues to be a beacon of hope, proving that the heart behind the music beats just as strongly in service to others. On June 17, 2025, the world of reggae music was shaken by the heartbreaking news of Leroy Gibbons' passing. He was 74 years old. In confirming the news, a stunned King Jammy told IRI FM that Gibbons collapsed at a studio in Hanover. According to sources, Gibbons in recent times had struggled with respiratory issues. The cause of death is unknown at this time. The reggae community, both in Jamaica and around the globe, mourned deeply. Tributes poured in from artists, producers, and fans, each sharing stories of Leroy's kindness, generosity, and the timeless music that shaped their lives. Radio stations played his greatest hits on repeat, while candlelight vigils and musical celebrations sprang up in Kingston and beyond, uniting people in tribute to the man who had given them so much. Leroy's passing was more than the loss of a beloved artist. It marked the end of an era. Yet in the sorrow there was also gratitude. Gratitude for the decades of music and memories, for the wisdom he shared, and for the indelible mark he left on reggae culture. Though Leroy Gibbons is no longer with us, his voice and his spirit continue to inspire, reminding us that legends never truly die. They live on in the rhythms, the melodies, and the hearts of those who love them. As we bid farewell to the remarkable legacy of Leroy Gibbons, let us remember the joy and inspiration his music brought to fans worldwide. Thank you for joining us on this journey through reggae history. If you enjoyed this tribute, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories celebrating legendary artists.